we'll be discussing how to use the align panel and the transform panel. I'm gonna go away from the toolbar panel for a while and just focus on another panel. So go to Window on your menu here and click Align, and you'll get the Align panel. Drag that to the side, and the Transform panel, and I'll just combine these two together. You should see a blue border around the panels, and then they should fuse together like this. And grab this dark area at the top and drag it to the bottom, and you should see this blue line, not on the whole box, but just on the bottom right here. And now you should have your line panel and your transform panel under the properties panel. Now, I want you to draw a rectangle with a stroke of 5, and we're gonna draw a rectangle. Select it by either double clicking, or just select it with your select tool by highlighting it. And you have these options right here. If you want to change the width, you can just change it. Just drag it along. And this goes by percent, so it's always 100%. And you can drag it all the way up to, well, I'm not sure how far you can stretch it up to just negative percentage, which would just go inwards instead of outwards. I'm just gonna leave this at 110, and you can do the same thing to the height when change this to 110 too. And if you want to change both at the same time, you just click this little chain and make sure it's chained together, and if you change one, the other will change too, as you can see. And you can reset this with this little button right here. It says reset, and it will go back to the original way it was. You also have this rotation that lets you rotate your shape, and you can change it. You can go all the way to 360, which just be a full rotation. We're going to put back to 0. You also have this skewing, which lets you change it horizontally and gives you this cool effect. Or you can change it vertically. Now reset this. You also have this reset button, means remove transform, which is kind of the same thing as reset, so you can just click that. Go back to the way it was. You have these 3D options, but we're not going to discuss those because it's a bit advanced, so we're going to discuss it at another time. And you have this option right here, duplicate selection and transform. Let's delete this and draw a new rectangle with no stroke. And if you look at the colors right here, at the top you have these options: alpha, this little line, and this other option for more colors. But this little line right here, it means we're not going to use a stroke. There's not going to be any stroke. So draw your rectangle and you see no stroke. Select that, drag it to the top. And what we're going to do is going to change this into a windmill kind of thing. So drag the corners, and you see that we have kind of a windmill going on here. You get the point. And we're gonna select the free transform tool, and we already discussed what this little white dot does, so let's drag it to the under the shape, and then we're gonna change this to 45 degrees, and then duplicate the selection and transform. And this is what it's gonna do. It's going to make this kind of windmill effect, and you can just draw a little circle and little lines, and you have a windmill. And that's what it does. It duplicates the shape and the transformation that you did in here, and that's what the transform tool panel does. The align panel aligns, distributes, matches size, or spaces out things according to the stage or according to the shape. So let's draw shape. Put the fill to, let's say, blue. Let's just draw the shapes. Select all your shapes, and you can align them according to the shape or to the stage. So let's say that we wanted to align these to the top. We would click and it would align to the shape that's the closest to the top, and it would align all the rest of the shapes to that height of this. You can align to the center or to the bottom of it. If you click to stage, it's gonna align to the stage. So let's click this one more time, and it's gonna align to the stage, the middle of the stage, and the bottom of the stage. You can I'm gonna delete this one. You can align these to the left, the center, or to the right, or just click to stage off, and you can align these to the center of the shapes or to the left of the shapes. Remember, if this is off, it's gonna align to the shapes and not the stage. Let's say that you had this shape and you have it right here and you want it to align to the center. What you would do is click to stage, align it to the center vertically, and align to the center horizontally, and it's going to be in the center of the stage. Let's say that you wanted to align these two but not this one, and you didn't want to use the lasso tool. Double click this, hold down shift and double click this, and that'll just select these two shapes instead of the one in the center. That's pretty useful, and you can just align these to wherever you like. Now we're going to select all three of these, and you have this option called distribute. What that's going to do, it's going to distribute it again from the shape. If we were to distribute this, you would see only the center is moving because it's distributing by the shape. And if you look, this has more space than this one, so what you want to do is space it out evenly instead of distributing it evenly. So you would see, we're gonna click distribute vertically, no, horizontally, and you see now we have even space between these, and that's what it does. The difference between distribute and spacing. If you put this to the stage and space it out, you'd see that it's gonna space evenly on the stage. Now we want to have these match each other, so this matches its width, the height, and this combines both. So let's make these the same width, but not to the stage. If you have this to the stage, it's going to match it to the actual stage. Let's see what happens when you do that. You see that it's going to be the same width as the stage. We don't want that. We want it at the same width as this one right here. So let's click this off and do that, and you see we don't have that happen. Let's do that, the height the same. Let's put this to the left, and you have them. Let's say we want to put these on the bottom, and to the stage, and on the bottom, which would be this one. Space them out evenly. Now we have 3 rectangles, all the same height and width, and all spaced out evenly. And this is pretty good if you're making a website and you want to have columns even same width without actually typing it in for yourself. And that's what the align and transform panel does. Thanks for watching.